Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about a Power Axe Inferno pistol build for the Assault class in Space Marine 2 Patch 12. Now the main idea behind this build is using Furious Strikes with Wings of Flame on top of stuff like Winged Fury for lunging attack damage to get full benefit out of the Power Axe, because the balanced Power Axe in Patch 12 got like a 15% base damage buff and feels way better now. One of the things I like about balanced weapons at the moment is that their base damage is actually higher than block weapons without adrenaline surge charges, so really good if you're just trying to go for like full one-shot damage off of ground pounds and stuff like that. And for the perk tree, I do set it up a bit differently because the Power Axe here with the balanced defense type can take advantage of gun strikes where a block weapon simply cannot. So first we have the perk here, Perpetual Strength, moving into the perk Coup de Grace. The last strike of a light combo deals 25% more damage. Then I pick up Perpetual Strength and Perpetual Strength again for a 10% melee damage increase. Then I grab the perk here, Patient Stance, into the perk Endless Slash. You can endlessly chain Whirl Slash attacks. Now, thanks to this weapon having a 6 speed, Endless Slash is actually pretty useful where it's basically useless on a block weapon, so I do pick it up here. And next perk here is Power Strike. Gun Strike from Power Stance deals 20% more damage. This is one of the benefits of a balanced weapon I mentioned before, is that you do get to use gun strikes out of your parries very easily, so a really good perk option for us here. And next perk is Power Wave, going down to the perk Tactical Retreat for 25% more damage on Power Backstep. Moving into one of the best melee perks in this tree with the perk Cleaver. This gives us a 10% melee damage buff against Majoris and higher enemies, and usually those are the enemies you want to kill the most anyways, so a really good option. And on the note of these other two perks here, the one up here with Power Wave especially, this simply changes your Power Backstep wave to have a different angle for full damage, so it's actually a very powerful option. Even if you go down like the full bottom row here, I would still pick this one up, and that's pretty much everything there is for the Power Axe tree. So for my secondary weapon, I do take an Inferno pistol because I am rocking a Dante cosplay. Now the variant I choose here is the ammo reserve option, mainly because this thing is fairly ammo efficient, but having more ammo does help out quite a bit, especially on assault since you have no primary option, which is why I do pick up this one. Now for the perk tree here, I do take Perpetual Range first, moving here into the perk Brace Reload, and then I grab Perpetual Range again and move up here to pick up a Great Might, Increased Capacity, and Adamant Restoration. The main reason I go down the bottom tree here is because, number one, you have all these ammo capacity perks and top tier options for ammo regen like Adamant Restoration. This is actually the only secondary in the entire game that has any option for ammo regen, so really good for that. And next perk here is Extra Shot for an additional cartridge, and the final perk is Trick Shot for armor restore any 30-second cooldown while killing 5 more enemies with one shot. This perk is actually super undervalued. If you are fighting Chaos or Tyranids, it will trigger pretty often, and a 30-second cooldown may seem like a really substantial one, but to be honest, it's not that bad at all, and one armor restore is super worth it. That's pretty much all there is for the secondary here, though I do want to say, if you want to use the heavy bolt pistol or plasma, you can definitely do that. The big problem I have with this build is that if you are fighting Zoanthropes or Neurothropes, this gun just sucks ass against those bosses, so if you don't want to grab this, if you don't want to cosplay as Dante, you can just take a heavy bolt pistol instead, and you'll have a way easier time against the Neurothropes and Zoanthropes, and that's pretty much all there is to say for this one. Now for the perk tree selection here, I do take Winged Fury first. Damage from melee attacks, executable, sprinting, or dashing increases by 100% and deals AoE damage within a 7-meter radius. The cooldown is 5 seconds. Now this perk does make your lunging attacks feel way better in this game. I will say if you want to like go down a different path on the Power Axe and take Discharge down here at the bottom, you can definitely do that. This perk combo is quite strong together with Wings of Flame, or not Wings of Flame, Winged Fury here, mainly because you get double AoE damage off of this with a 15-second cooldown on this one, and the 5-second cooldown off of this one. So if you want to do that, you definitely can. Next perk here is Defense Mechanism. Contested health fades 50% more slowly. This just makes the entire build far easier to run. You are not taking perks here like Armor Reinforcement, so having a survivability option like this perk is actually really useful for you. I will say, if you want to skip over this and you're more comfortable with things like Consecutive Execution or Auxiliary Arsenal, you can definitely do that. This is just by far the easiest option. Next perk here is Active Attrition. Enemies hit by damage from melee attacks, executable, sprinting, or dashing take 25% more damage for 5 seconds. We are a lunging attack build here, so you pretty much always want to pick this up. This will apply a 25% damage taken debuff to the enemy for your entire team. This will also buff up your gun strikes if you take things like Proven Efficiency, so a really good option here. They buffed this up a while back to function off of sprinting attacks, and ever since, it's been pretty strong. Next perk here is Strategic Strikes. All team members deal 20% more melee damage against Extremis and Terminus level enemies. Balanced weapons really benefit from melee damage increasing perks like this these days because their base damage is so damn high. So this one was already a very strong perk, and now it's just even better with balance than it was before. You can also take this with block. Next perk here is Furious Strikes. Hitting enemy with an attack after a jump pack dash restores jump pack's ability charged by 1. The cooldown is 10 seconds. This is a god tier perk on the assault class currently. You pretty much have a free gap close when you use this perk. It is incredible, and if you use this perk in conjunction with the perk over here, Commitment, a perfect time dodge using a jump pack dash for jump pack's ability charge, you can actually go up a free jump pack. What I mean by that is basically if you use your jump pack dash for a perfect dodge, you get the free jump pack from this perk, and then you can trigger the dash attack from this perk, and now you're effectively up a free jump pack. That is incredibly useful in this game, and one of the reasons this perk combo is so ridiculously powerful at the moment. The next perk here is Wings of Flame. A jump pack dash damages enemies' launch trajectory and always works as a perfect dodge when dodging the attack. This perk is just an enabler for this perk combo on top of dealing a ridiculous amount of damage. You will do 100 damage on every single jump pack dash of this perk, and to put that in perspective, a Sword Warrior in Space Marine 2 has like 308 HP on absolute difficulty, so you will be doing a ton of free damage with free jetpacks off Commitment, so definitely pick this up. Final perk I take here in the gear tree is Aerial Grace. After a perfect time dodge using a jump pack dash, you deal 30% more damage for 10 seconds. This is just another damage bonus. This will affect your melee and range damage, so pretty good overall damage buff here. But I will say, if you want to take Pride and Duty instead, you definitely can do that, or even Diligence. None of the perks in this column are particularly bad. Final perk here is Commitment, because getting free jump pack dashes, or excuse me, getting free jump packs off a perfect time dodge using a jump pack dash, that is just an enabler for your actual Wings of Flame build to work at all, so definitely pick this perk up. Without this, it's kind of hard to make this perk even function properly, and that's pretty much all there is for the main perk tree. Now for the Prestige perk tree, I do take Unyielding Oath first. When charging a ground pound, you become invulnerable for 3 seconds. This perk is amazing utility. You can pretty much just hold your melee attack button down for like a split second and trigger this, which does give you invulnerability the entire trajectory of your ground pound. That is super useful for stuff like Neurothrope beams, Neurothrope waves, Zoanthrope beams, even missile terminators, so a really good perk here. Though if you want to pick up Duelist, you definitely can. Next perk here is Fortitude, then I pick up the perk Practice Aim for more range damage, and the final perk I grab is Hammer of Wrath. After you use your jump pack, you take 30% less range damage, and you don't lose control of heavy hits and cannot be knocked back for 15 seconds. This just gives you no knockback, just like the perk Adrenaline Boost does, and because of that, you pretty much always take this one now, because you will be using your jump pack on any build on the Assault class pretty much all the time, so this one's very redundant, and this one also gives you a 30% range damage reduction, which is incredible, and that's pretty much all there is for the perk tree setup. And that is also pretty much everything there is for this build, guys. Like I said before, if you want to swap to the Heavy Bolt Pistol, you definitely can, but as far as Wind Fury and the Power Axe go, it's a pretty fun build. I do think that Overcharge is probably a little bit better, but for the most part, I think for a Dante build, it fits the aesthetic, and this is a bit of an improved version of the previous one I did, and hopefully this build guide helped you. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more. If you want to come hang out with me live and ask me questions about the game, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description alongside a link to my community Discord. And as always, take it easy. Bye.
It's enough to demolish the bridge.
Way over here.
Jump pack refuel. There must be more charges somewhere amongst this confusion.
Oh, it robbed me there. That was actually shit. A lot of guys. Why are there so fucking many of these, dude? Alright, it's definitely the one I wanted, totally.
There must be more charges somewhere amongst this confusion. Prepare to strike into their midst.
I mean, I know why there's so many enemies. I'm gonna be assuming that at half HP. Casually with the old bow forward. Super fun. I'm on autopilot, just fucking chewing through Tyranids. Oh, why are there so many guys? Probably they called in the, all their pals. So apparently the Bramble spam and, like, Sniper spam is a bug in the game currently. Okay. Now we can finally plant the bombs. All 4 of them. Bramble spam does seem crazy lately. Yeah, it's not supposed to be this way. Like, originally they thought it was like a director change, but it turns out it's just a bug. Would have thought. Saber messing something up. Unheard of.
Explosive offering prepared.
The Bramble spam, what spam are bugs? Snipers. There aren't supposed to be this many snipers or Bramble guys right now. Or at least, it might be a bug. It's a definite maybe. Not like 100% confirmed, but they talked about it a little bit. The thing is, Focus and Saber, they aren't always in like one-to-one conversation. It's more like a drip feed situation, it sounds like. So they don't actually like have a direct communication with the devs at all times. So they made it sound. An awful question to attack me in.
There must be more charges somewhere amongst this confusion.
I'm just hyped up for the Siege mode update in patch 13. I hope they like really change up the meta in it so it's not like just a DPS race. I want it to be more sieging, more fortifications. So I doubt we're gonna get anything like super substantial in terms of like fortifications in patch 13. We might, but let's take this.
What supports still require preparation?
Always respect the Devourer in this game. Rise 2. Oh, come on. Alright. Please miss. Ow.
Prepare to strike into their midst. Rain cleansing fire. One more mindless beast slain. Changing magazine. There must be more charges somewhere amongst this confusion. I saw on blazing wings. Rearming. The slithering Xenos lies dead. The enemy pleads for aid. Jump pack refuel.
Oh, that wasn't burnt on that. Please don't piss on the ground. That's all I ask. This is the only part of this map I don't like on solo. It's just you have to sit here and deal with a million bomb plantings. Well, I'm pretty sure it gives you fewer in solo. If you run the Melter Rifle Inferno Pistol, is there a way to shoot the cooling shells on Reclamation? That's why they give you a loadout station. The Melter Rifle, I think, can do it. I don't think the Inferno Pistol can at all. Maybe on like the range variant it can, but otherwise, no. Alright. Was the lead discussion of the stream, the Siege Leak you made a video about a couple days ago? Actually, there's more to that now because somebody actually asked, or Focus asked Focus if we're going to be seeing Heretic Astartes in the Siege mode, and Focus is like, there will be stuff in Siege mode, so I was actually really hesitant to say they're going to be Heretics in Siege mode, but it's sounding like there probably will be. Not this patch, but like the next patch in patch 15. I think they're probably going to do that.
Defend this position until the Tyranid command unit is executed.
Understood, my lord. May the Emperor guide our lasguns to your support.
Incoming!
Ready up, 8th. Show the Emperor's angels what we are made of. They're making another push over the bridge.
Another throng bears down the bridge.
Have you thought about doing a collab with Astartes Anonymous, Live from the Black Library, Arbiter Ian, or Announcer of Games? So, Astartes Anonymous I've actually met on Twitch a couple times. He's really chill. He actually raided me the other week and asked me if I even knew who he was. I was like, yes. On the note of Arbiter Ian and Froggy did hang out at Adepticon. I asked her if she could ask him if he wanted to play Space Marine 2 sometime. I don't think he plays games, though. And Announcer of Games, I do not know. Or Live from the Black Library. I will be playing with Remembrancer next week. And Falling Cow. Or we could just use the sim off rip if we really wanted to, but
I've never seen such an atrocity. Hold. Give the hive beast a moment.
Focus of the plausible deniability answer, yeah. That is pretty much it.
Guards over the wall. I will pluck them from the battle and die, beast. Zealots are reporting. Xenos leader is neutralized. It is not dead. Enlighten us, Lord Titus. The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay. Reports confirm the lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion
Hello, brother. What build are you running? We're running a bit of an edited version of the Dante build from before. Except this time we're going for more like balanced distribution. We also have defense mechanisms, so it's just a little easier. They don't have to edge the community so hard sometimes. Yeah, they do, dude. They absolutely do.
I would leave it to a lingering death under there were it not still directing the swarm.
Alright. I don't care how many times these guys run me over. And like, even if it does no damage, I don't care. If there's a hater of Biovores on Earth, I am one of them. If there are no haters of Biovores, I am dead. Whatever the line is. I hate them too. Are we not filled with hate, brothers? Oh, I didn't stop him. That would have been so cool. I was aura farming him. Recite the litany of hate for the Biovores, exactly. Do Chaos have voice lines in PvP? Yes, they do. And they data mine that they're going to have voice lines for injectors, and the thing is, there are no healing injectors in PvP. So, either it's coming with a PvP update, which is what I originally thought, or it's coming with the Siege mode. Because Siege mode's far more arcadey than the operations are. And they already said they're never going to have a Heretic Astartes in the PvP, not, excuse me, the PvE operations, but an easy middle ground for that is Siege mode. So maybe they will. Oh boy. Double zone pursuit. What am I doing? What did I do? Who did I piss off?
In those fear, brothers. Pursue and eliminate. We will not have a better opportunity to finish it off.
I'd be like incredibly patient here or we'll die. Incredibly fun.
I shall soar on blazing wings.
Alright, if we're running out of ammo, let's just leave.
Has persisted for too long. Advance as one.
Tell us a report.
I love zone throw spam.
Xenos slinks through the shadows. It will not escape judgment. Thalassa, you cut out. What's the signal? Is that thing leading us into the dead zone? The devious tricks of this creature will not deter us.
I say Inferno pistol gun strikes are satisfying. There we go.
Prepare to strike into their midst. Injecting stims. Rearming. Be ready.
Right.
The Emperor demands your purgation.
I shall soar on blazing wings.
Rejoice! We have more punishment to mete out. My skin crawls with the alien's thoughts.
Another Xenos bioformer. Wings of fire.
Oh, whoops. Whatever. Huh.
Breaching magazine.
Your existence is a blight. We will
Alright. I almost got myself killed at the end, but whatever. It was all going so well until I just didn't actually look at what my fucking jump back ability bar was at. We almost got smushed between a green wave. Almost. Almost. That's when Dante pulled out his perdition pistol and just shot the hive tyrant in the mouth.